dudes and chicks and neither of those was notified to you. Welcome to Rick Fellas. My name is Katie. Today, I am going to be popping this palette's cherry. This is Night of the Vivid Dead by Notoriously Morbid. It's their Halloween release, and they also have something else coming out pretty quickly here, so you guys can be excited and watch for that. I know a couple of you have already bought this, or a few, or some of you have already bought this, because I can just tell when something launches on Notoriously Morbid, if people like use my affiliate code, I just assume that you guys are getting this. So I'm gonna kind of show you guys how it works, show you what I did with it. There was a lot of other looks that I kind of wanted to do, and there's a lot of surprising shifts in the color story. So anyways, if you guys are interested in seeing how I got this look, or hearing my final thoughts on this palette, or if you just like to watch, then hang out. Oh my god, look at that shift. I'm not supposed to talk right now. I fucking did it anyway. Okay, today I am going to, well, I need to put on my trusty P. Louise primer in Rumor 02. Oh, I forgot. I don't like it. I've been liking, I saw Amanda use this brush on Hayden Haunts when she did, I don't remember what video, I think it was the Sorceress. She was demonstrating, or I don't remember what it's called actually, fuck, Sorcery Smoke. Anyways, she used this brush to put on her eyeshadow primer, and I was like, I'm gonna try it, because I honestly didn't really know. I'm not really like a brush expert when it comes to putting on face products, because I'm just really good with brushes for eyeshadow, but whenever I see a brush like this, I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this? So anyway, I saw her use this brush for this, and I tried it and loved it. So I've gone from using my fingers to using this brush and really liking it. I don't know if you can get these brushes singly or what the fucking deal is, but I don't normally put this on here, so it's probably gonna be a long video. Okay, I'm gonna start with my Voldemorphe JH32, and I'm gonna go into the color, what is that color? Macabre Mint. Right here. There's only a couple actual true mattes in here, and it's this color right here and this color right here. There's a couple with shimmer, and I'm not sure if the black is a matte with glitter in it or what, because I haven't really tested it, but I'm going to use this as my... I'm going to use this as sort of a transition shade, but it's also going to be, this is going to be the main shade for now. So I think. There was a couple different looks that I really wanted to do, and I just decided to go with this one because I'm going to do something really different than what I normally do, which is kind of what I often do with Notoriously Morbid palettes. Now I'm just going to kind of blend this really faintly to the brow bone. I don't want this color to go all the way to the brow bone. I mean, maybe I do, but just like faintly, so that I have a really good dimensional matte, because I don't have any other matte to use on the brow. But you know, I might get creative or put like one of these like half shimmers on there. I don't know what else to call them. You guys know Notoriously Morbid has so many unusual textures. God damn it, I blew that mint into the pink shimmer, which doesn't matter right now, but look at that pigment. God, it's crazy. It's like on there. So I quit vaping yesterday. Today's day 2 for me, and I'm pretty excited about it. You know, it's like, it used to be that my daughter would really get on me. Like if I would be in a moment where like I needed something to fall back on, and so I vaped or smoked, and Zoe would get really, like, it like threatened her safety, you know what I mean? The first time she came home from her grandma's and found out I had started smoking after like 3 years, it was really scary for her. So the last time we went through this, I was like lying, like smoking behind the dumpster, like taking out the trash 40 times a day, like really pulling some fucking shady ass shit. And so this time I just told her straight up, I was like, dude, I started vaping. And she was like, okay, like I just told her the truth. And then she goes, Mom, I know you'll quit. You always do. And it was really, it was like really cool that she like knows that I really will quit and that I really do always quit. I only just use it in like moments of weakness when I'm probably gonna use. Anyways, so she hasn't been on me about it at all, and I was actually a little bit nervous that I wouldn't find the internal motivation to stop. But then like, because vaping is so delicious, it's way harder to stop vaping than it is to stop smoking, because smoking is so disgusting. Like it makes you sick, it leaches your energy, like it stinks, everybody's offended by it. It's totally, like, I'm not trying to be like that to anybody who smokes. I was a smoker for off and on for many, many years. But I'll just say that it's like, it's hard to quit smoking. Quitting vaping is like 10 times harder. And it's so like comfortable. You can vape in your house. It doesn't smell like, you know what I mean? It's just, there's so many more reasons to justify it. It tastes delicious. It's like dessert. You don't want to eat sugar all the time because you can just vape this little cherry bomb or whatever. And so I was like kind of getting nervous that I wasn't going to find the internal motivation to stop, because we don't stop things because people tell us to. Like outside suggestion does not fucking make us want to stop it. We have to be internally, we have to accept our own suggestions. Like we have to be internally motivated to do something. That's why when people tell people to stop using or stop doing something, it doesn't, or like when you're like bummed out about your weight and people are like, well, why don't you just stop eating so much? Like that shit, like we already know that. Or like when you're broke and people are like, well, why don't you get a job? Like we already fucking know that. We already know what the solution is. It's like finding the internal motivation and overcoming whatever it is inside of us that's telling us that we have a reason to do what we're doing. Like the desire to stop has to be greater than like internally. Anyway, so I was like nervous that that wasn't going to happen for me. And probably about 5 or 6 days ago, or maybe last weekend, my birthday actually, which I might talk about, but I might not. Okay, so actually, okay, I'm going to stop right there. Internal motivation, blah, 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 sitting on the couch last weekend. Now I'm going to, this is where shit's going to get weird, because I'm going to use this black. It's like a glittery. The glitter is green and purple. It's really fucking pretty. I'm going to use this to deepen up my outer V. And so the reason why this is even a questionable call is because I can't tell if it's a shimmer or if it's a matte with glitter. Ultimately, you know, you don't technically want to use, people don't like to use shimmer in their outer V or to deepen up. And it's like, you kind of start to think like, who made that rule? Who made that rule? Is that a rule? Like, do I have to follow that rule? Well, no, you don't have to follow any rules, but I'm going to tell you why that is. Because when you're creating a look, okay, let me just make sure this is even going to be black. When you use dimension, it's to pull certain spaces on your eye. You use dark colors to pull something back, and you use light to pull things forward. And so when you use light, it actually gives the illusion that you're pulling something forward. But I'm going to also, shimmers don't perform the same way that mattes do. And so as you can see, like when I'm trying to use this as a deepening shade, it's not really applying the same way it would if I put it over the top of a primer with a flat shadow brush. So I'm hoping this will work, but I don't want to draw too much light to my outer V, but since it's black, it won't really matter. It's gonna pull this back either way, and it's working. Like, it's not giving me any shit at all. It has a little bit of glitter in it, but not as much as it would have if I used a glitter primer and whatnot. Okay, I need to shut the fuck up for a second. Yeah, this is gonna work just fine. So I was like getting nervous that I wasn't going to be able to find the internal motivation to stop because my daughter wasn't riding my ass the whole time. I really just was like being able to like do what I needed to do to get through what I was getting through. And then last weekend on my birthday fucking sucked. I actually canceled my birthday because like me and my ex-boyfriend got together on my birthday last year and actually had our first kiss on my birthday last year. And it was like the best kiss I've ever had. It was like magical. It was like one of those ones that you don't ever fucking get over. So I basically canceled my birthday and sat at home all day. I thought if somebody calls me, I'll go do something. But if nobody calls me, I'm not gonna. And so I did have one friend call me and be like, hey dude, what are you doing? Do you want to go out to dinner? And so I went, but basically I laid on my couch crying on my birthday all last weekend. So as I lay on my couch crying all last weekend, I was like vaping continually the entire time. And okay, I'm having glitter fall out. I'm going to use a different brush just because I don't want to be doing this all day. Maybe I'll use this brush right here. It's the OMFG JH53 because I just want to get this a little bit packed right there. I don't like it that I have glitter all over my face right there. So I was hitting my vape basically like over and over and over again, and I just realized like it didn't really taste as good as it used to, and it was kind of burning my tongue, and like I basically had no taste buds after my birthday, and I just thought, I think I'm ready to quit. And so like I kind of mulled it over for a couple days, and then I was like, yeah, I'm gonna quit. And so I finished all my like Zins and my vape, and that was night before last. I put my last Zin in night before last, and then I emptied both of my vapes like pretty much simultaneously. There's like this shitty taste that you get when your vape is gone and it burns the coil, and I got that both at the same time on both my vapes, and I was just like, I kind of was going back and forth about whether or not I was going to go buy another one, and then I was like, no, I'm not spending another fucking dollar on this. I'm not doing it anymore. It's taking up time that I don't want to take at this point. There's a certain point where something gives you freedom. You feel this sense of freedom. That happens with food. You get like a reward when you eat food, and you get like a reward when you put substances in your body. But there's like a certain point where you can feel, if you're like in touch with it, you can feel that freedom that it gives you leaving and being replaced with fucking slavery. And I just felt that and kind of just jumped on it. So I quit vaping yesterday, and I'm feeling pretty good about it. I had a couple hard times, you know. When me and my boyfriend broke up, I lost 17 pounds. I've lost 17 pounds since him and I broke up, just because I have this weird eating thing that I do lately. But I've been still eating sugar every once in a while and stuff like that. So what I don't want to do is put down the vape and start opening the fridge 25 times, which I can open it, I just can't pull anything out of it. So I'm nervous about that. I'm nervous about gaining all that weight back. So now I have to be like super careful about making sure that I don't start eating 500 fucking donuts, because that's what we all do. And it's really not about the number, the number 17. It's really about the fact that, because when I go back to the gym, I'm going to gain a lot of weight back, like number wise. But dude, the way my clothes fit now is like crazy. Like I'm fitting clothes that I fucking haven't fit since I bought them. I put a pair on the other day that a pair of pants that I bought from Shein when I was in cosmetology school, and literally have never been able to wear those pants comfortably, and they fucking were a little bit baggy on me. So I kind of want to get my butt back, because my butt and my boobs are totally gone, like period. But I just want to, yeah, that looks nice. I like it. I don't like it that I have fucking glitter, but my highlighter will cover that up. I thought that the purple and green glitter would show a little bit more. Maybe no, I'm not going to. Yeah, I thought that this was going to be a little more glittery. So this color is a lot more matte than, it's a matte with glitter in it, for sure. I want that to just be a little blacker. I'm going to use my Noir. And I'm going to put it on with this Made by Mitchell ME2, this little sweetie. And if you want my advice, I would use another black than this one, the one that's in the palette. I would use this black for something else. I would use it for like, if you, like with a glitter primer, make it winged, do the whole thing black on your lid or something to that effect, which is what I normally would have done. I just wanted to try something different. But normally I would have taken that black and I would have put it on glitter primer or over my acid rain paint and made a little wing or something. I honestly thought it would be a little bit more shimmery, but I don't know why I thought that, because honestly, like I kind of knew it was like more matte-y, and I kind of knew that I probably needed like some kind of base underneath it to hold that glitter on. So for those of you who are getting this palette or who have already gotten it, because I know a lot of you guys have already gotten it. There we go. I'm really going all in on this black. I'm kind of liking it. Those of you who haven't gotten ABH Noir, get it. Everybody knows. It's not the best black. It's not. But it's always, I mean, it's a really good fucking black. That's all I have to say. I just can't fucking stand this. I'm going to just put like a little bit of, this is what I do when I get like fallout like this. I just go over it a little bit with a little bit of foundation. And it works really well. I mean, I still have a little bit of fallout there, but it's manageable. And you can't even tell that I did it. So that's my little tricky poo. Okay, now I'm just going to blend out this black. Man, these two colors look really pretty together. Then I'm going to go over it with this mint. I'm probably going to dip into it again, just slightly. Damn, that looks really cool. Yeah, love it. Just a little dippy poo. I really like this mint green. It's super pretty. That looks really cool. Okay. And I'm going to use the Noir on my lower lash line just because I don't want to fuck around. Or do I? And I'm just going to use that on my lower lid. If you can, it's nice to... Honestly, I don't know why I don't do this, but it's cool when you actually do your lower lash line first and then follow that line up and then don't go below it, because my eye sinks in really deep right here and it's always really difficult for me to catch that line on this side. Here we go. There we go. And then I'm gonna have to blow this out a little bit more because I did on the other side. It's always that little dance that you have to do when you do one side perfect and the other side isn't perfect, and then you have to unperfect the other side that you did perfect because you have to make it match the side that you actually didn't do as good. That's always trash when you have to dumb one side down. Okay, and then I'm gonna use this, fatty to blow out the lower lash line, or the lower lid, I guess you'd say. Oh yeah, that's gonna look cool. Damn, this is gonna look super cool. I'm fucking excited about it. This fucking mint green is super cute. Fuck. Damn. I really like that. And then I'm gonna go in and kind of, because you can see how the outest is like a little bit lighter than the rest. That's because of my technique, so. There we go. Pretty. So I know you guys, all of you have a good black in some palette. If you guys want to take this as inspiration, then I would just start right out with another black. However, as I said, what I did with that black isn't normally what I would do, and I still would use that black as a over the top of a over the top of a base and like wing it out with like the wing. You guys know the look I did with the Mystery Ink palette. I would probably do something like that. If I remember, I'll leave that video in the cards so you guys can see what I did. You don't want any harsh lines at all. Get that back a little bit. Okay, both sides look really good. Okay, now I'm going to go in with NYX Glitter Primer, and I'm going to use this is my new favorite NYX Glitter Primer brush. It's the P. Louise What a Treat My Base Brush is. I love her. God, she's been fucking killing it lately. Those fucking mystery boxes, or the budget boxes, they're really like, people should be getting them. I should be getting them. Okay, now I'm gonna go into Living Dead Girl. Of course it is. This neon shimmer. This brush just works. It's so like flowy. It's like really just like, you can just like ballet that motherfucker right on there. Okay, and I'm going to use my Zoeva 232. It's the bigger brush. And I'm going to put that on here like this. Now this color actually has a pink shift, which is so fucking cute. Oh my God, you can totally see it. It's like pink on the top and green on the lid. It's like two different colors. I fucking knew it would be too. Cute. Damn, that's so cute. My camera ran out of time. So I used this shadow. I used Cryptic Chartreuse on my inner corner and then really blended it up and pulled it up really high. And then I put this color, Phantom Peach, on the lower lid to kind of tie in the pink that's in this green shift. So I'm really sorry about that, you guys. I'm gonna go finish the rest of my face and I'll be back when I'm done. So this is the manifesto, the pièce de résistance. I am really sorry that the end of that video got cut off. Sometimes I'm a jackass. I have to just move on. So I used my Unearthly Cosmetics blush in Mellow, and honestly, this is like one of my favorite blushes. It's literally just got the perfect amount of like glowiness. It's just so fucking pretty. And then I mixed Laser Beam and Synthwave from my Low Light palette. I just haven't used it in a while and I just thought it might be cool. And there's like kind of a different proportion of each color, so it's kind of shifty in a different way on all the parts of my face. And then, and then I used the Notoriously Morbid Never Trust the Living lippy, and it was just a little too purple, so I threw Emerald City by Ofra over the top of it, and it turned out just perfect. It's got like different spots where it's like a little bit pink, and so it turned out really nice. And then I used, I think this color is called Fresh, in my LA Girl Neon Shockwave gel liner, which they are getting pretty old and tired, but this one still looks good. So anyways, yeah, this palette's pretty, I just actually spit on myself. So yeah, my thoughts on the palette. You guys know what my thoughts on the palette. It's Notoriously Morbid, and honestly, there's a lot of different other color combinations that I wanted to use and maybe wish I would have, because quite frankly, this color right here matches these pinks a lot better than I thought it would have. So quite frankly, I would have used this with this had I known, because I wore this outfit and it's got my stripy purple and green socks. You guys know which ones I'm talking about if you follow me on Instagram. So anyways, if I would have known how good this was gonna match a pink, I would have absolutely used that. So anyways, there's just a lot of really cute color combos in here, and I think it's super fucking cute. And also, come on, the artwork, please. So that's all there is. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, because you can't wait to see what happens next. Hit the like button if you like this look, or if you just like my sparkling personality and my boyish charm, and hang out with me in the comments because I fucking love it. If you got like halfway through this video and you're like, oh my god, she's so fucking pretty till she opens her big fucking mouth, then you're not the only one. And go check me out on Instagram. I don't talk as much there. And if you're like, don't sugarcoat it, Katie, why don't you tell us how you really feel, then go check out my Patreon, because I don't hold anything back on my Patreon. I go live every Tuesday. Well, not quite every Tuesday. I went to a hot spring this last Tuesday, so I didn't go live this last Tuesday. But if you guys want to be a part of that, then come check out my Patreon. I'll leave the link in the description box. And thank you guys so much for watching. You could have been anywhere, but you were here wasting your time with me, and I totally appreciate you. Later. Slayer.